That makes me wish I had a time machine.
Let's do the wildest food crawl in the wilderness.
Princess and Bear here. We're in Wilderness Lodge today because it's time to crawl through the woods for food.
At Fort
Bears.
and Lodge.
Yes. So we're traveling around these resorts today, both Fort Wilderness and Fort Wilderness Lodge. Or just Wilderness Lodge. I always get those two confused. To just eat and hang out and have fun. And you're coming along with us. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. And as your number one trusted food infotainment, let's go get that food.
Margarita, and I asked for tahini. Always ask for tahini if it's available. It's very much on the sweet side. Whew. Very tart. I don't really taste much of the terramana. Probably give it like a 2.5 out of 5 margaritas. Not my jam, but I'm gonna drink it. I can make some mistakes.
The sunset margarita in the middle of the day. Not sunset, it's noon. Nobody makes a high noon margarita. I don't know where I'm getting at with that. Either way, it's got everything the princess would love. So it's got Grand Marnier and then terramana. There's some chili bitters in here as well, and then your little tahini rim. It's like rubbing an open wound with tequila. But like the wound is your insides and your soul. That's why we come on Disney. Healing process. 4 to 5 plus.
Blood orange hard cider. I'm super into this glass. Cheers. Oh, that's lovely. It's got like a really nice tart to it. I'm into this. I'll give this like a 4 out of 5. Tart beers. It's very good. It's very much up my alley.
Now, I know I said I love tall boys, but this is a tall boy. Get your minds out of the gutter. I just like a big drink of whatever. Take that as you will. Ace Space Blood Orange Hard Cider. It's the same one you get in Hollywood Studios at Baseline. And if you love Baseline, you get a little piece of it here. Usually blood orange things are like a hit and miss with me. They're either really good or they're really awful. Usually because the blood orange is like too strong. It's already a really tart flavoring. This is very well balanced in the cider, so it's like very simple without being harsh. You're not going to worry about it kicking up the acid reflux for us old folks. But it's tasty and relaxing. You're going to have the water to look at, the ocean breeze or Bay Lake breeze. I'll take it. 4 out of 5 plus.
Our beautiful mac and cheese bites. This is where you get vegan mac when there is no Territory Lounge, because Territory Lounge is not open all day. So here we have, as it spins around. Sometimes it's creamy, sometimes it's dry. I'm just gonna make this a little bit of a smaller bite because it's kind of big. All right, a little bit of the sauce. It's too much sauce. Here we go. Cheers. It's just so crunchy and cheesy and chewy and amazing. I really like these bites. I would give them a 5 out of 5. I think they're a Princessities item. If you love mac and cheese or if you're in the mood for something fried or just good comfort food, this is great. Plus, Geyser is like an amazing lounge, so you can enjoy some great drinks, some great views, and some great food.
These mac and cheese bites have become a quick favorite here at Geyser Grill. Any excuse to come to Geyser Grill is always going to be a good one. Do not do yourself a disservice missing out on this delicious bite. From that first taste at the tip of your mouth, you can tell when you've got a really good batch of the mac and cheese bites. And they're creamy with the tomato sauce and that crunch of the outside crust. That's like nirvana in foodie life. It's a 4.75 out of 5 claws. Honestly, I wish you'd just order a basket of these. So, They do have edamame that you can order as a side with your sandwiches, but you can also just order the edamame. I love their chili salt here. I like bits of chili. This is a lot more salt than they normally give them to you. But if you want that full chili salt flavor, gotta get one covered here. It's not. It's covered ourselves. Thanos style. Right amount of heat and salty. Edamame is the perfect bar snack. You won't change your mind on that. 4 out of 5 plus.
We have a brand new Mediterranean salad. Roaring Fork was not on our list of places to go during this foodie crawl, but there is something new, and when there's something new, of course, we're going to try it. And with vegan feta, this Mediterranean salad has Greek dressing too. Usually, vegan feta is reserved for Universal, so I'm kind of excited to see Disney using it. Let's see how it tastes. These are huge leaves. Cheers. Oh, this is a huge bite. I commit to my mistakes. That is a super tasty, super refreshing salad. I love all of the flavors. They marry together really well. Lots of sweet and salty action happening here. This is really good. It definitely tosses my salad. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5.
Man, this is a family channel.
It's good salad tossing, okay?
Now, if you're gonna hand me a bowl of rabbit food, and I do love rabbit food, it's gonna be something that looks as delightful and adventurous as this. You have all the fixings: the tomatoes, onions, copious amounts of the vegan feta. There's some chickpeas in here. There's some olives in here. You got some cucumbers, and then these big chunks of artichoke. They're taking Mediterranean. They're taking it to its roots. Look at that. Look at that. I really can't underestimate quick service, because every now and again you'll find people like Roaring Fork to do something special. They could have easily pre-boxed this salad and put it in the refrigerator and given it a soggy mess. But they make it fresh in a nice bowl, all the fixings and toppings, just like a salad should be. This is less of a salad in a bowl, more than a forest on a plate. I would give it 4.25 out of 5 was. It will do the Mediterranean folks proud. As a life lesson for trip planning, always a lot of time for little side adventures.
Yes.
This wasn't part of the plan, but new things happen, and we got the opportunity to come try it.
And it was super worth it. It's a very tasty salad.
Very filling, even though it was like a sizable portion. We split it 4 ways, and still, it was a good thing.
It did get fully consumed, though. All 4 of us in our party absolutely loved it.
Yes, but when you guys come here to try us, let us know, tag us in it. Off to the next place.
Have the beautiful berry buckle. No straw though, but last time we came here it was muddled with a lot of berry. This time it's a very light, so I'm happy about that. The challenge of drinking it is still a challenge, though. I enjoy it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 ginger beers. If you like ginger beer, you'll like this. It's delicious.
They have perfected the muddle. If only they could just, throw the whole case of ginger beer out the window. It might be the perfect drink. But the princess and her mules, if it has ginger beer in it, she's probably going to drink it, and I'm going to be forced to swallow it. For you guys. I'm doing it for the science, for the community, for something. Nothing like delicious alcohol and berry to be ruined by a ton of ginger beer. I digress. I'm even it's fine. It's a tasty drink. The ginger beer is actually not too strong. Bounces with the berry. I'm glad that it's not like a seed bath this time. It makes it a lot more drinkable and enjoyable. Even I would order this. 3.75 out of 5. Listen, you could just have a backwoods still and make your own moonshine. You don't have to buy factory moonshine, serve it to me as moonshine. You expect me to be okay with that. I mean, I'm going to be okay with that. I don't really have much of a choice, but moonshine margarita. It's like southern lemonade, but not quite hard enough. I drink more like lemonade than a margarita, but it's still really good. I would give it 4 out of 5 plus.
So we have the beautiful cauliflower. This is a Trails End specialty. Trails End, what am I saying? Crockett's Tavern. Highly recommend this every time that you come with this beautiful aioli. Cheers. Nice and crispy. Not a nice little kick to them. Cooked perfectly. This is what Coral Reef should be doing. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item. This is you should travel from Magic Kingdom and come here and try this.
Absolutely beautimous looking crusted, roasted barbecue cauliflower. Look at that. Look how pretty that looks. Give it a little dippings. Even though it's still a place we recommend to everybody to go, this reminds me of Polite Pig. And I think this is a slight edge on Polite Pig's buffalo cauliflower or barbecue cauliflower. It's because it's uniquely seasoned, comes plant-based as is. And with the vegan ranch, or vegan dip, a vegan aioli.
They make it in-house, too.
It's top tier. I would give this 4.75 out of 5 claws. Everybody should be getting this when they come here. Vegan, non-vegan, dinosaur, chihuahua. Get this dish.
Our friendly fried green tomato sliders has turned into a whole sandwich. Still everything that you know and love about the sliders, but in a sandwich instead with the same bun that they serve the Impossible burger with. So it's probably a cost savings to change it to this. That was fire. It's cooked perfectly, the perfect amount of sauce. I love the fried green tomatoes. I love this sandwich. Still just as good as the sliders. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. This is a Princess Cities item. If you want a nice, unique sandwich, this is the one for you.
I always feel like a fried green tomato in any form, be it just served by themselves or in sandwich form, is the tightrope walk of the foodie world, because if you undercook it, it's going to be mush. If you overcook it, it's going to be mush. If you don't sauce it enough, it's going to be bland. If you put too much sauce on it, it's going to be mush. So it has to be just right. And it's still going to be a mess to eat either way. That actually manages to strike that balance that I was talking about, that tightrope walk, perfectly. Just crisp enough to sustain the sauce, and then at the same time not feeling like it was undercooked or overcooked. The bread is nice. Does it suck maybe having to change from a slider? Yes, but do you want little sandwiches, big sandwiches? You're eating a sandwich either way. You're just eating one whole one instead of 3 small ones. Minor difference, I think that it has survived well, and you really see no difference in the quality, which is a real concern. I would give it 4 out of 5 plus.
We have a lovely, unique fry here. It always passes the fry test because it's a super shoestring fry. I love the way these are seasoned. They're so unique and tasty. You don't even need like any accompaniment dippings. You could use the aioli from the cauliflower. That's really nice, but you don't really need it. It's just a really good fry. I would give it a 4.75 out of 5. French fry, it could be better if it was thicker.
Now see, I am a Disney shoestring fry hater through and through. You have so many other better shapes, consistency of fry. Why we continue to support the undeserved longevity of a Disney shoestring fries beyond me. Now when they're seasoned, I'll shut my mouth and I'll eat them because, well, they're different. So these are different. Proper amount of seasoning, proper amount of crisp, no complaints. 3 out of 5 months. We have the infamous chicken bites. Now these chicken bites come in 3 flavors here at Crockett Tavern. You can get buffalo, you can get garlic parmesan, or you can get their specialty, the blueberry barbecue sauce. That's what gives it this super dark tint. It's that blueberry goodness on their deep fried white chicken, looking all juicy, covered in the sauce. Pretty. I like the you could have easily gone overly sugary and sweet with the blueberry sauce, but it's still got that sort of like savory, tangy flavor, the hint of sweet. I don't usually get ranch or blue cheese with my wings, just like them as is. But with these, I'm gonna give a little dab of the ranch with the blueberry, or a bath in this case, and see how that does. A little layer of flavor, honestly, I don't hate it. I give these 4.5 out of 5 claws. These are the chicken bites you're looking for.
So the newest dessert at Trail's End. Beautiful, but small. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off a piece here. Nice, beautiful piece of chocolate. That was amazing. That was like a beautiful chocolate pudding cup in my mouth, but pie version. That is so good. Also worth coming all the way to Fort Wilderness to get. That is a 5 out of 5. That is a Princess D's item. If you want like a nice rich chocolate delight, that's definitely this.
So here we have this personal portion chocolate cream pie. Definitely looking pretty. You got the layers, the chocolate, the fluffy on top, a little chocolate crumble. Worthy of what used to be a full-service restaurant. That tastes absolutely amazing. That makes me wish I had a time machine so I could go back, erase Bill Cosby from history, and not feel guilty every time I think something tastes like a pudding cup. But that is amazing. I would give that 4.75 out of 5 claws. If it was a little bit bigger, it'd be a 5. The duo that is Fort Wilderness Campground and Wilderness Lodge is not to be underestimated. You can spend a whole day just hopping back and forth, and we're still not done yet. We just happen to find ourselves back at Wilderness Lodge again.
We love crawling at these 2 hotels specifically because the way that their food just interconnects with each other, it's like literally the best crawl.
It's a whole experience.
It is.
Still more to come. Of course, it's in Territory Lounge. You know I can't resist. I have to get a s'mores old fashioned. This is definitely a contender for the best old fashioned on the property. The only thing even in its arena of like the championship of old fashions is a Topolino's old fashions. That's the one redeeming quality of Topolino's. Who else is giving me marshmallows in my whiskey? Nobody. You ever see me and I ask for some s'mores, understand that I'm not asking for the dessert. I'm asking for this. 5 out of 5 claws on the bare necessities list. You like old fashions, you haven't had this. I feel sorry for you. What sort of support group or something?
got a lot of jalapeno on this gorgeous mac and cheese, but I think this is the best way to end a beautiful food crawl. Start and end with the best mac and cheese, vegan mac and cheese on property. Nice and huge and full and gorgeous and just so many amazing tasty flavors. It's definitely the exact mac and cheese from the bites, just not breaded and fried. But you still have like crumbles on there, so you're still getting vibes of those bites that we had earlier at Geyser Grill. I'm into it. This is like a necessity. If you're staying here, absolutely, you need to come to Territory Lounge. It's a 5 out of 5. It is a Princessities item.
So we have this plant-based mac and cheese with the plant-based sausage. You have the crispy onions on top, the breadcrumbs. Honestly, this is one of those dishes that exists at Walt Disney World. If you're not eating it just because there's a plant-based symbol on it, more for us. Even if there's only 2 of you, this is your whole dinner. Like, this is it. 5 out of 5 claws every single time. I prefer this dish over the mac and cheese bites at Geyser. There is no other dish here on property, but I challenge all our Disney chef friends to try and eat it. I think somehow we ended up doing our ultimate resort day.
Yeah, it was amazing. We ended up eating everything that we wanted to eat and a little bit of extra. I think it was extremely successful, extremely tasty. Definitely the most wildest food in the wilderness.
So I don't know what you guys think about this foodie crawl. There's other foodie crawls in resorts you'd like to see us do. We need your ideas. Help us out, help you for more entertaining stuff. If there's anything else you'd like to see us do, of course, the comments. Well, it's a good place to find us. Hit that notification bell for other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear might just yeet himself into the water or climb a totem, because this is the bear hotel. So Bear is just gonna act a fool and be a bear if you don't comment.
What am I, kaiju?
Well, yeah.
You heard the girl.